Hey everyone, it's Michelle and Gardner with the Family Timeout podcast. We'll be discussing sports, pop culture, and parenting because kids aren't the only ones that need a timeout.
That's right. That's right, Michelle.
All right, guys, we will start our timeout takeaways from pop culture this week. Mainly, we'll be talking about TV and movies we've been watching. So we finished The Task this week. The series finale came out Sunday. So if you haven't watched, if you're planning on watching, spoilers might be coming. In 3, 2, 1. Everyone dies!
Why did we both think that?
No, it was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was good.
The second to last episode was awesome, and then they did really good because you would think that the second last episode would be like a finale because of how good that was, and then it ended crazy.
Yeah, in a nice little bow, which I like.
Me too. It was nice, and then even though like the sun thing, I know that the thing with the sun was going on throughout the whole movie. It did seem to just take a backseat to everything. And then they circled back around to it, but they did a good job circling back around. Yeah, I think that
was nice to end with, him seeing his son again and kind of advocating for him.
Yeah, that was really hard.
Yeah. Also, he's a very good actor. I do love him as Hulk, but he was very good in this.
Yeah, he was really good. And you were telling me, like, everybody in it is not American.
Yeah, they all have accents. The only guys that don't are the only guys that don't are Mark Ruffalo and the guy from Ozark.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Have you heard if Jason, is he American? Because that'd be really funny if he was British.
Oh, I don't know. The ones that are doing press are like Maids.
Yeah.
Brazos.
It's crazy how good they're doing our accents.
I know.
They could be here among us and we don't even know it.
They could be here among us.
Yeah, they could have infiltrated.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so terrible at accents. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. We are still watching Agatha. It's good.
Yeah.
I loved Wanda. I loved her. So her
really
show, I was locked and in it. Had no idea what was going on. I was so intrigued. It was so interesting. Loved Wanda. Could watch that every year for Halloween.
Yeah.
I rewatched it, or else I would watch it again. Agatha's good.
It's good so far. We're still pretty early in it.
There's something about... I love Catherine Hahn.
I love her in everything.
But I don't know. There's something about this show that's not... It's not satisfying for me.
Yeah, she needs to bring that Step Brothers energy into Agatha.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just... I'm not sure. I loved her in Wanda. Of course, she's playing all those different, characters at first in the different time periods, and then she's Agatha at the end. I don't know. It's just something with this show so far. We're on episode, I think we need to start episode 3. We're still very early and maybe things will change, and I know she's a villain. I'm not in love with her. I love villains. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to keep watching, but I'm not obsessed with it. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's not great so far. It could be good though.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm doing some spooky time rewatches. I'm rewatching Buffy. I've rewatched Vampire Diaries. I just started Stranger Things yesterday.
The only scary thing you listed so far.
Well, be prepared because I'm about to mention your number one favorite scary movie, HalloweenTown.
That is such an overrated.
You love that movie.
That movie is trash. It looks like it was made...
Canceled.
It's like it was made in someone's backyard.
I did watch it today, and I watched it because I feel like I have to.
Yeah, it's trash.
I don't enjoy it.
No one should.
Yeah, it's not very great. I don't know what people were saying and thinking. Like, maybe it's the nostalgia that make people
that's
really
definitely
love
what it is, but like, I get that with
Hocus Pocus.
With Hocus Pocus.
But that is an actual good movie.
Well, yeah, I get it with Hocus Pocus, the nostalgia, but even that, like, it's a very good movie, but like, it's still like dated looking and everything, and I love it. I'm not saying that.
I'm just gonna warn you need to watch it.
I know I'm trying to tread lightly here, but HalloweenTown, did it come out after Hocus Pocus?
HalloweenTown came out after Hocus Pocus by 5 years.
Okay, so it seems like it's like a rip-off of Hocus, like trying to get the whole Hocus Pocus vibes at time. That
Babe,
sounds.
it's a movie. Hocus Pocus is a movie that came out in
Yeah.
theaters versus Halloween Town that was a Disney Channel movie. So keep
Okay.
that in mind. It's not the same budget,
Okay.
but
But did they have no budget? Is it all
it's
volunteer?
not the setting, the vibes I like about Halloween Town. It's kind of the
Well,
acting.
that's what I mean. Like it's the worst acting. The skeleton was more realistic than any
You
person
did like
playing.
the skeleton.
Yeah, I don't
That's
pretend
your
like
favorite
I
character.
think in comparison to everybody that he played the most moving performance was the taxi driver skeleton compared to anyone else. That movie is garbage, and I'll
Yes,
tell everyone it.
Gardner
Actually, I'm
does
gonna
not
put a
enjoy
poll.
it.
I'm gonna put a poll up because I can do that on our podcast. I can put a poll up,
You know
and
how to do that?
I'm gonna say, is it the best Halloween movie? Is it okay, or is it absolute garbage?
I don't. Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but sure, put a poll up and see what the people say.
Yeah, I know there's gonna be a bunch of annoying people.
Well, they can try to persuade us in the comments. I'm on the
Try,
line.
try to persuade me.
I'm gonna watch it because of the vibes. I don't think the acting is good. It actually is very distracting. But you hate it with a passion.
Yeah, it's like they filmed it inside of a
But
Michaels.
this is also coming from a guy who could endure the holiday season, like the Halloween month, October, without seeing Hocus Pocus and be fine. He'd live his life just fine.
It's good. No, I love the movie. I feel like I have to watch it now because of you and your mom.
Well,
But
absolutely.
I do like it.
You like it?
I
All
do like
right.
I like the cat the best. I don't like when he turns into a human or before he's a cat. I like him in cat form.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah. And then I think what it is when I was little, I used to cry whenever animals would die in movies.
He doesn't die.
And when he gets hit by that bus,
Oh, that is really sad.
I think that made me cry a lot.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
And
It is the
I think
worst. I still tear up
I think
watching
it
it
still
every
makes
year.
me not it just makes me deep inside my inner child does not like the movie. You know what other movie I used to cry at?
Hmm.
When the animal would die, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it's Ace Ventura Pet Detective 2.
I definitely have not seen that.
And they're making fun of that rock climbing movie, that mountain climbing movie, and he's saving a raccoon by like climbing from one mountain to another on a rope,
Hmm.
and the rope snaps, and he has the raccoon's hand, and
Oh, his little hand?
his little finger slip, and he falls and dies. I would cry when I was little.
Why would they put that in a stupid Jim Carrey movie?
Well, it's like a spoof of like a serious movie.
Yeah, but they kill a raccoon.
Well, he falls very far away, so
That's,
it's a setup for the movie.
I'm sad just listening to
I know.
that. How could you champion those
Believe me,
movies?
8-year-old me couldn't handle it. I don't even like talking about it. You said you were watching Buffy. Best Halloween Buffy episode is Hush. Correct.
You know, that is my favorite episode of Buffy ever. But there's really good Halloween
Oh
episodes.
wait, yeah,
My
this.
second would be season 4, the frat party that turns
I
into a
like.
real
Oh yeah,
haunted house.
you're
That
right.
would probably be my second. Those two are tied for first for best Halloween episode.
Because Hush isn't a Halloween episode. It's just
No,
a
it's
scary
just
episode. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, okay, so best Halloween themed.
I
Best
watch it every year
Yeah,
for Halloween because I
best
love it.
Halloween themed is I think the haunted house one
Yeah.
because I like the ending, and then the scariest one I think is Hush.
Yeah, but Buffy slaps one. Let's just give Buffy the credit.
Mhm.
But every season has a good Halloween episode, and they're all very good. Like
Mhm.
I might not rewatch all of Buffy every year. I used to. Now, past year or so, I just kind of watch. Like I just give it October, so I'll just like skip some episodes. Ones I've seen a billion times. But I really like the one from season 2, I think, where they turn into their costumes. I think that's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
funny.
I walked in you watching that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
There's a TikTok account I've like followed since I like started TikTok, and they just I don't know how they keep making episodes because I know it's been on for years, but they like go
Hmm.
over each episode,
Yeah.
and they always bring up those two around now.
Yeah, I love those
It like
episodes.
keeps coming up on my feed.
Such a good
I'm
show.
gonna tag them on it.
Love that show. And we stand Joss Whedon. I don't care what people say.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
okay,
I don't care. Come at me.
all right,
Cancel me.
cancel.
Love is blind. We are caught up, and boy, is it interesting. So we're gonna run
Yes.
through the couples. KB and Edmund. I mean, I just like every episode they're like fighting and she's like yelling at him. He looks like a sad puppy and
Yeah.
he like says I'm sorry and then she forgives him and it kind of repeats.
Yeah, it's very weird. He's not mature enough,
I don't think so,
and
no.
she's not great either.
Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna work out. I don't think it's gonna work out.
No, I think that
I
they'll
think he's
both
very
say.
nice.
I think they'll both say no.
They'll both say no.
Hmm.
Okay. Nick and Annie, Dunzo.
Yep.
That was
He's
crazy.
he said I had enough of that hair.
That was very bizarre. Every scene with those two when they're fighting is always
Their
very
fights
bizarre.
were. I would like leave and come back. I
Hmm.
built a whole set of furniture for Raven, our daughter,
Yeah.
while they were having one fight.
It was their breakup fight, and at one second she's like trying to convince him. The next second she's giggling. Remember, she started laughing. Then the next second she's
Yeah,
crying. It was very
yeah, very
strange.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he was just trying to break up with her, and she
I
just
know.
made it very strange.
He had no interest in her anymore.
Allie and Anton. Um, dude, what the hell is going on with Anton?
Yeah, he's like
He's
drinking
like
all the time.
lying about drinking.
Like not just a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
no.
it's like a whole thing. A whole thing of tequila.
A half a bottle of tequila, like a whole. I think they should ask about the 12 pack,
Yeah,
and he had drank eight of them or something. But at
yeah,
first he says, "Oh yeah, like I had four with the boy,"
yeah.
and
Up in our
and he's
place.
like, "No, he wasn't up here. He was down in the lobby."
So
And
which
I brought the drinks down to him, and then it went from four to, "Oh yeah, we each had
I
one,"
was trying to picture that. So he brought down
and they
12
just
packs
sat in the
to
lobby of their
to
apartment
the
drinking.
apartment.
There's no way an
Didn't
apartment complex is
None
allowed
of
that
that
happen.
happened. They came up to the room. They drank all the tequila. They drank everything in the house.
I'm on her side. I would not like that at all. Like waking up, like he works overnight, and like one of the first things he does when he gets off at like 8 a.m., he
It's
has
like,
a beer.
yeah, like the one. I mean, I don't know. That wasn't much of an issue. It's like lying about drinking everything in the house.
Well, obviously,
Yeah,
yeah. And then trying to kind of like say that she also drinks.
yeah, it was a
It
weird.
was just weird deflection, but I wish she was more direct. That kind of,
I think she's already like out of it and knows she's gonna say no, so she's just kind of like,
I guess, but like I would just be like, how much did you drink? Like how what are you
yeah,
doing? But maybe she's trying to be like, I don't know, respectful of their privacy or
I
something. Maybe they
guess so.
talked about it off screen.
Yeah,
I didn't like them at first, and then I was like, okay, this could work, and now I don't think
yeah,
it's gonna work.
yeah.
So far out of the five couples, three are no, in our opinion. Sparkle, Megan, and Jordan, I don't care. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they say. I don't think this is gonna work. I think they're gonna say yes on
Yeah.
at the
I think they'll
altar.
say yes, but they should say no.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I would have said no as soon as he blended chicken.
Well, yes, that is true.
As soon as he put water, chicken, and Crystal Light, I'm done.
Well, the thing is I don't understand. We are different people, you and I. Like, you're very outgoing, and I'm a little bit more reserved. And I like I mean, I lived by myself for a long, well, with like roommates, but for a long time before we moved in together.
Hmm.
So I like having my alone time. And I had to find a balance of doing that and then, being together.
Hmm.
It was just like I would express that to you if I was feeling a certain way, and you would just honor it. And
Yeah,
it was never an issue. It's not like we would sit next to each other and not talk for hours at a time. It's
yeah,
his situation just seemed he won't talk about his job, which I think is horrible. Like, you and I do such different things, but I need to come home and talk to someone
yeah.
that,
Well, you know that with my job, I talk to people literally all day,
yeah,
and you'll ask me how my day went, and I'll give like a shorter answer, but I can't,
yeah,
one, I can't really talk about
your
I
patients,
can't talk about specifics anyway, but I can talk like generally about it, like if it was a,
like
or if they're not,
coworkers
yeah,
or
but
whatever.
I can't talk about, but I usually don't talk about that till later in the night anyway, because I just need time to decompress.
And if I ask you a question, and I did it to you today, I was like, oh, I don't want to talk about it today.
Yeah, oh yeah,
But then I don't just sit there at the table and we say nothing for the rest of dinner.
yeah.
We
There's like
just
other
kind of,
things to talk about. Yeah,
there's other things going on in the world,
uh,
something you saw in the news.
yeah,
You don't have to talk about personal stuff, but I just think that's very strange. And I think she should say no because of that. Again, something I don't understand about Love Is Blind is these people go to the altar,
Yeah.
and I remember one season, and it turned out for the best, but she was concerned about like his financials, which is fair.
Hmm.
So maybe say no at the altar, but still date. It doesn't mean you have to
Yeah.
break up. So I think she should definitely say no. And then if she wants to keep dating him, she's gonna be a stepmom. He has a child. Has she even met like the child's
Yeah, I
mother?
wasn't sure if that had happened.
She's gonna buy a house with this guy.
I know.
Why don't we just slow it
I
down
know.
and see if you guys, because he was like, a little deal breaker for you if I don't want to talk to you at all. She was like, kind of.
They still haven't done the classic thing on every reality show, which is talk about a prenup.
That's true. That was a thing last year.
In every season of any relationship thing where people get married, it's always a discussion about prenup. Even when it's like two people who can't rub two nickels together,
Yeah,
they're still talking about prenups. This girl actually has money, and it's not being brought up. So I think that's interesting.
that is interesting. Good point there. And then Madison and Joe, not shocked about them.
No,
Apparently, they actually broke up off camera, and they like that scene we saw of them was like a reshoot of them breaking up. And then after the pods, he started dating Casey. Remember,
the one with
the Asian guy,
Brandon or
I forget his
Brian
name,
or Brandon
something
or something
like
like that.
that.
Yeah,
And his
yeah.
fiance was Casey, and then she left him immediately. Yeah. He started dating her.
I thought that.
A couple dates apparently, but now he has a girlfriend of like a year, and so that's like the timeline of things. So that's why I think I said to you, or Madison said, it's weird that you felt this way after the singles. And you and I were confused. We're like, well,
Yeah.
that happened, the rodeo thing? Like,
Yeah,
what
no.
happened then? No, that was like, she was talking about after they had broken up, they had gone to the bar, or it was like right before they broke up, I forget. They went to the bar, and Casey and other people were there, and she was all over him all night.
That's so weird.
And then he broke up with her, and then started going on dates
What
with
an
Casey.
awful couple they would make, too.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Let's get into our timeout takeaways from parenting this week. It's been a sad week for
I don't
Gardner.
like this first story.
Well, it's good to talk about.
No, she hates me.
Randomly, like the past week, Raven has just wanted me to read her bedtime books to her. I don't know why. Just when Gardner goes to grab the book and, start reading it, she slams it shut, grabs it, and gives it to me and goes, read.
And then I'll grab it and then offer to hold it because I guess I'm just some servant, and I'll just lower myself to just being the holder of a book. And she says no to that.
She like literally peels his fingers off the book.
She'll pull them off and push me away, and then just look at me like,
like, what are you doing?
Why
here?
would you?
But she spent all day with you. You guys had your little class this morning. You guys are like thick as thieves. You guys play.
Nope.
But for some reason, at bedtime lately, the past week,
Yeah, I'm
she's
her
just
chauffeur. She doesn't like me.
That is so not true. It's not true. She's just being strange. And I wonder if anyone else is. I haven't looked it up. Like, I don't know if that's a normal thing.
Well, I've heard of
what's
them
going
like
on.
switching, but this will be permanent, and she probably won't even invite me to her wedding.
You're so dramatic. It is kind of funny, though. I do feel bad for you because you look so sad. But it's kind of funny because she'll just literally take his fingers and go, no thanks. Nope. And then I've been reading every book. Even if you're holding her and I'm just kind of there, she just wants me to read.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
She loves you, though. Also, we're still working on the Bumblebee costume.
It's getting better.
It's getting better. She's walking around the house like a bee, which is her hunched over, scooting her feet, going, bee.
Just like bees do.
I go, what does a bee say? And she'll say, bee.
Bee.
And
She
then-
can do every other animal.
Oh, yeah, she does. And for some reason, I don't think she can say buzz. And I think she gets scared by the Z's.
Yeah.
Because when I go, buzz, she's like,
I don't think she likes bees.
I don't think she does, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I know you're the one torturing her with bee outfits, and she won't even let me read a book to her.
No, I do kind of feel bad. How am I supposed to know she's scared of bees? It's not like she's been stung by it. When did she learn about bees?
I don't know.
And in the books we read at bedtime, we read the Sunshine book, and there's like little bees are having a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
What is she so scared of?
I don't know.
And then also I'll ask her what a ghost says, and she'll say kooky
Cookie.
because she said can't say spooky, so she says kooky, and then
Right.
she'll point to everything and that's a ghost or something, it's Halloweeny. Okay, so let's get into our timeout takeaways from week 7 of football. Garner, any big moments you want to talk about?
Ravens didn't lose.
That is true. Thank God we had a break. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to having another bye week. Can we trade bye weeks? Now that's an idea. I don't want your dumb picks. I don't want your dumb trash player.
Yeah.
Give me your bye week.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have
My
your
team
player.
would only have bye weeks. Like, how many games do you need to win to get? I guess it depends on your division.
Yeah.
I would kind of keep an eye on the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
See how many bye weeks I could get away with. I'm just buying bye weeks left and right. Give me your bye week. Here's this idiot. Here's some money. Here's my first round pick, number one pick of the draft.
It's gonna be the worst team ever.
My team would be so happy. They're just like laying on the beach somewhere.
Yeah, that's not a bad. Sorry, it's not a good idea.
It's a good idea because if I only need to win 7 games to get to the playoffs,
You don't need to win. You need to win like 11, 12,
so I have to win at least 12. How many games are 16?
17 now.
That's only 5 bye weeks. No, it's still worth it. If I only need to win 12 games, I'm buying people's bye weeks, having 5 weeks, a whole month off potentially.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
No, that's an awful idea.
Okay, well, Rodgers Flacco. What a game.
Yeah, it was a good game, and I picked this one right.
You did?
Yep, I picked Joe because I'll never turn on Joe.
You love him.
Yeah,
He's your true love.
unless he plays us, then gotta destroy him.
I loved just seeing him like on the sideline when they kicked that game-winning field goal of like how happy Burrow was.
Yeah,
And Joe's just like,
and I just sitting on the bench.
he's
just
like,
by
God,
himself.
what time is it?
Kids, yeah, go see my kids. I think Joe's position, Flacco's position right now, is so cool because he's won a Super Bowl. He was Super Bowl MVP, so he's already like did everything
Yeah.
you want to do. Of course, you want multiple Super Bowls, but that's probably never going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to do that, and then you just get called into other teams. You're good enough to win a few games, so like teams are like, oh, maybe they'll. He already did it once with the Browns where he got them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, maybe we'll be that bad team that'll get Flacco to do it. And you just get to just like mess around and just have fun.
Yeah.
He's like joking around with people like these kids half his age, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll throw it.
He looks like he's having a great time.
It's just like he doesn't care about these teams. He's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll try and win.
Because he doesn't care about them because he's a Ravens fan.
Exactly, yeah. But he's like, yeah, sure, I'll try and win. And then he beat Rodgers, who like did the opposite version of this, who like left his team in disgrace, went to the Jets, was a complete jerk with them.
Yeah.
Now he's on the Steelers trying to like make his rehabilitate himself.
Oh, I just want to talk about my boy Wilson, Russell. Heard of him?
No.
Yes. He's getting sassy on Twitter. I'm here for it. Go off, Russell.
Yeah, it was weird. Sean Payton and him had a weird history.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, there was that thing when like I didn't like Russell Wilson before he was on the Broncos, and that was when he was better. And then he went to the Broncos, and I still didn't like him. But then Sean Payton was the coach, and he just started talking a bunch of trash
With his current quarterback.
about Russell. And then that made me root for Russell Wilson because I'm like, screw that guy. Like, what are you gonna do?
And then you're rooting for his talent as well.
No, there's none of that to root for. So then he left, and then he's like back to just being typical Russell Wilson. So I'm just like, whatever. But then Sean Payton comes back in talking trash. Just like, get over it.
I know, what a strange, like, why are you talking about this
So
guy?
wait, I give a little bit of background, maybe.
Oh, well, Peyton was just saying,
Sean Payton, former coach of the Saints, and then the Broncos, and then they just played him.
His quote was, they found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Mara not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change wouldn't happen long after our game. Wait, would have happened.
So basically saying that when the Giants put in Dart over Wilson...
They're not surprised that it happened.
Well, they're not surprised that it happened. They were hoping it was after, basically saying they would much rather play Russell Wilson than Dart, which is true. Everyone knows it. Everyone would rather play Russell Wilson than anybody.
I would too. I have respect for Wilson.
Yeah, sure, that's what they're saying, but he just doesn't have to say that. And it's just I used to like Sean Payton when he was like the Saints coach.
Well, apparently there's a scandal I don't know about. This whole,
Yeah, the cash for hit, that was a big thing with the
yeah,
Saints.
why is he allowed to coach?
Because it was just
Get him out.
him and Greg Williams, I think it was Coach Greg Williams, defense coordinator. Yeah, they had like a whole bounty thing if you knock players out.
I don't like that, and he shouldn't be allowed to coach. That's
Well,
bullshit.
they had like a bunch of punishments for it and
How did
stuff.
I in 2012? What was I doing then?
Watching the Ravens win the Super Bowl.
But why don't I remember this? I don't remember this at all.
It was a big thing. Yeah.
My notes for Cowboys and Commanders, I wrote Jaden Daniels my butt.
Those are good notes.
I'm just saying, they got beat by the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He got hurt, I think, too. Jaden Daniels. Again.
All right, I think we should stop talking about last week and let's talk about Gardner's smooch of approval. I think it's pretty obvious who it's going to be this week.
Who?
Let's say it on a count of three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Joe Flacco. Yeah, but we'll give it to Joe Flacco though. He's always, he's always getting a little little side kiss action. When he's doing well, but this one he gets the smooch because he beats the Steelers. He does that for Baltimore. That's who he's doing it for.
Of course, obviously.
He beats Aaron Rodgers because
He's
that
trash.
guy. Screw that guy.
Yeah,
Everything
sure.
about him's awful.
For sure.
He's overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Just overrated. He's always been overrated.
He did throw a nice Hail Mary ball, though.
Yeah, he threw it 70 yards. You know who else could do that? The other quarterback on the field, Joe Flacco, could throw it 70 yards, but he didn't have to because he won. Mm. If you're really good at Hail Marys, that means you're usually losing at the end of the game.
Fair. I feel like I used to see way more Hail Marys than I do these days. People are playing smart.
No, you call for Hail Marys
all the time.
You call for fake field goals, Hail Marys, fake punts, onside kicks that don't make any sense when you have the lead.
Why wouldn't you always do an onside kick? Don't you always want the ball?
Yeah, but if this is the 50-yard line, when you kick it, you get it down here, right?
Yeah, I get that. They could get it here and they could run this way.
Not just that, they're basically in field goal range.
But fantasy teams, let's start with me, shall we? I crushed it. I'm not really even trying, if I'm being honest with you guys. I just have a natural talent. Shout out to my dad because he reminded me an hour before kickoff that I had 2 bye players on my team.
Yeah, which is weird because you somehow...
I'm just like, I'll win. If it's meant to be, I'll win. I was playing my mom, let me just remind you guys, her whole team was only Ravens players. She said she fixed it up because clearly everyone's hurt and our team sucks. Also, we had a bye week. So I was not worried. But I did listen to my dad. I'm like, all right, I'll change my lineup. Beat her. Apparently it crushed her.
Yeah. But for some reason that didn't make you think, oh, I also have another team.
Yes, there's a second team that I really don't care about because I don't get it. It's our crazy.
You can at least start players.
Well, it's like we were busy. We were doing pumpkin patch things. It was fall vibes out there, I don't have time. I got apple cider. I don't have time to fix a second team. Mm-hmm. I forgot about it. I've lost every game so far, so I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Turns out I had 3 people on the second team that had bye weeks that started.
Yeah.
But I still beat Brent.
Yeah.
Because Brent's trash.
Yeah, he's absolutely trash.
So, dominant week for Michelle.
I think I was supposed to lose to your dad because going into the 1:00 games, I think I was projected to get beat by him by like 30 points. 30
points.
Yeah, something like that. And then Christian McCaffrey came in and did 32 points.
Fred Warner who?
Yeah, and okay. So on the same team and on defense.
I'm just saying he's on the IR. No one cares about him. I recovered this week, thank God. Because
how's your shoulder? Because you hurt that yesterday.
Yes, I was on the IR for my hand, back on the IR for my shoulder. Exactly. Should be out this next week.
Injury prone.
But me being on the bench makes a difference in this house.
Yeah.
Fred Warner.
Yeah, but then I beat your dad by 3, and then I lost to John in the other league.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Talking about another dummy.
We are going to do matchups for next week. We're going to hear what you think. We're going to write it down and see how you did. So last week, you, my friend, how many do you think you got wrong?
I want to say like 3.
You got 4 wrong. 4. I was actually impressed with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Falcons, 49ers, wrong. Browns, Dolphins. You had Dolphins winning. Embarrassing. Commanders, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Lions. So I think the really big upset was the
Yeah, well, like
Cowboys.
two of those are hard because they're even. One is the Falcons. Yeah, but no, all right,
You did
go
pretty good. So let's
four.
go through this week and then all right, so we got Vikings, Chargers.
So this is week 8.
All
This
right.
is about the time where Chargers start to fall. Chargers, for some reason, in their blood, it's in their blood. They will start to fail. Now, I don't think that's this week. I think the Chargers will beat the Vikings, but I do think
Ooh.
eventually it will happen. I don't know if it's like that LA, they're just soft out there and they just can't handle more than working 8 weeks in a row. But it's something about it. They'll always tail out right around
I
now.
gotta do my bye week strategy.
But I
They
think
have
the
really great uniforms. That's my comment.
oh, did you see there's yellow ones?
I like that.
Ugh. I don't like the powder blues.
I do.
I don't like the yellow ones.
I do.
Like the only ones I like are the dark blue ones.
I like those too.
Yeah, those are cool.
Bears, Ravens.
See, this is what sucks. This is what's going to screw me over. Is if Lamar plays, I'm picking Ravens. If Lamar doesn't play, I'm picking probably Bears. But what I'll say is I'll say the Ravens because I do think there's a chance they could win if Huntley starts. If they start Cooper Rush, they will lose by 30. If
Oh,
they start
poor Coop.
Huntley, they'll lose by 10,
Yeah.
maybe win.
Yeah.
Lamar, they'll squeak out a win.
Bills, Panthers, Bills.
Bills.
Although the
Panthers
Panthers
have been
are
playing well for who they are.
Browns, Patriots. That
Pa-
could be a good game.
that Patriots. Bucks, Saints. It's going to be the Bucks.
Okay. Broncos, Cowboys.
Broncos, Cowboys. I want to say it should be the Broncos, but Cowboys been pretty good, but I'll say Broncos.
Commanders, Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Dolphins, Falcons.
Falcons.
Jets, Bengals.
That will be the Bengals.
Am I spelling?
No, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to say that's Jets. I don't think Joe puts it together 2 years in a row or 2 weeks in a row.
49ers, Texans.
That'll be the Texans.
Like,
I can see you filling out things already ahead.
Giants, Eagles.
This is division game, so this will be hard. I'm actually gonna say my heart wants me to say Giants.
Your heart wants Russell Wilson.
No, Jackson Dart. Jackson.
Okay.
Jackson Dart.
Giants, Eagles.
I'm gonna go with Giants because they almost won last week.
Titans, Colts.
Actually, no, I'm gonna change that back to the Eagles because they almost won last week, and I think they're not mature enough to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Titans, Colts,
Packers, Steelers.
Packers.
All right. Some notes I have for week 8. I had wanted us to talk about Ravens, Bears. Where the hell is Lamar? Bears have won 4 straight games in a row. I don't think it's looking good.
Who I gotta look up who the Bears played, but I mean, it's Caleb. I just there's nothing about the Bears that scare me. It's just are the Ravens going to be bad enough to lose to them?
Yeah, I'm not scared of the Bears at all.
So they have nothing. They have nothing really going for them for the Bears. They haven't in
We
years.
just aren't very good
Well, the
at
Ravens
football.
just are if they have no defense and no quarterback, there's no reason they should win.
Yep.
But if they have Lamar, defense picks up a little bit, then maybe.
Everyone's talking about the Rodgers Packers or Steelers Packers game. I only brought that up because remember last time Rodgers was talking all that smack about the Packers.
Yeah, I just hope Rodgers loses every time he plays.
Me too. Did you want to talk about this Baltimore Sun article?
Yeah, so Baltimore Sun article came out where they interviewed 25 players, and it's some were anonymous, some were talking. So the gist of the article was basically saying it's not Zach Orr's fault, the head coach of the Ravens, or the defensive coordinator of the Ravens. It is the players because he's calling the right calls, but the players aren't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it insinuated a lot that there were some anonymous things saying that why can't the Ravens score? They have Lamar and he's good. How are you not going? Well, they put up 40 points against the Bills, 30 points.
Yeah, but that's so old news now.
Lamar's been hurt.
Yeah, I'm just I mean.
But they're talking about when Lamar's playing.
Bills was their first game this season.
Yeah, but I mean, and then he put up, I think it was 30 and 40 points the other 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Well, he is putting up points. If the defense also puts up 40, 50, or lets up 40, 50 points, then it doesn't really matter. So I don't really get how they can blame it. Now, the offense didn't look great, so I get that, but I don't. It just seems odd to me that this article defends Zach Orr and then tries to trash Monken when just a simple eye test will show you this defense is horrible. And the thing I do think that is right in the article is everybody's afraid to make a mistake. And so they're all so tense and no one's taking any chances, which is what makes great players great is Kyle Hamilton should be able to read a play and get there before anybody else. That's what makes those players great. But if he's playing tight because he's worried that the guy next to him isn't going to play the
Well,
thing
yeah,
right,
yeah.
then they just mess up, and then someone like the Chiefs just tears you apart because they can do that. But the offense isn't doing anything now at all, and so when you read everything on comments and everything, it's like, oh, all this points to is it's morale and everybody's afraid, so that's all Harbaugh's fault. Oh, it's all Monken's fault.
It's not. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
You're the morale is the coach's fault. You guys are the ones actually on the field making these mistakes. You need to get your shit together. You need to do what you're being paid to do. You need to be in charge of your own morale. Who are the leaders on this team? Zero. Zip. Nobody.
Yeah. I think if anything, that's more of an actual issue. Is I think there needs to be an actual leader on the field. You know, you would at least have like a defensive leader.
That's what I'm.
And
I'm
like
used to Ray
Marlon
Lewis.
tries to be that, but then doesn't play that way. And
well, then he says stupid things to the media about the fans.
Yeah.
Like, there is no mature person. It should be Kyle Van Noy.
Yeah, I mean, he's been there. He should be somebody that tells them what to do, but he also can't be like the best pass rusher on the team too. Like that's the problem is he's too old to be doing that. There's no like standout player on that defensive line. The offensive line sucks.
Our team's just not good, and I'm not looking forward to watching them.
Yeah,
now.
I think
it just makes me angry, and that's what I hate about football. We all get so angry and invested in something that we literally have no control, no say, no nothing. It's just frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the article, I don't know if it was to distract from or attention. I don't know. It was just odd.
Well, it's odd that Urban would say it's not Orr's fault, because if I'm a player, I'm going to blame on the coach. I'm just,
Yeah.
that guy's crazy.
But hey, have you heard this lady talking about trading bye weeks? Because I'm liking that coach.
Yeah. Urban's on my team.
Yeah.
I'd get him.
Yeah.
No, I'm just, you can cut this. I'm just sad. I don't want to. I'm so tired of the Ravens. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, looking at predictions for next week, like, everyone's like, oh, and these guys.
Yeah.
The Ravens.
A lot can change after a bye week.
I know you're so positive.
It's not positive. I've just seen it happen so many years. If you remember 2012, we fired our offensive coordinator and then won the Super Bowl. The last year, they were 2 and something. They didn't have as bad of a record now, but they looked worse during this exact same time. And then they were the best team in the NFL towards the end. So, like, I do think this feels different. I'm not saying.
It feels like our players aren't good.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this feels different, but I will say it doesn't take much to get momentum in the NFL.
You mix bad. No, we don't have great players. The ones that we do have are injured, and then the morale and the coach thing, and then Hamilton talking about the fans. It just does not seem like a very happy place.
No, it doesn't.
Seems very.
It doesn't seem
bad.
happy, but like, what's that phrase? Winning cures all. So it's like you get a few wins. You know, your leaders start to pop back up.
And I hope we get wins because it feels like it might never happen. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Well, on that happy note, we are out of timeouts, guys. Thank you for listening and for all your support. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at the Family Timeout Podcast. We'll be back next week with more hot goss, hot takes, and parenting updates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I nailed that.
You did nail that.
All right. Bye.
You get my Smooch of the week.
Yo, what the heck is that? You never say I get your
All right, bye, everybody.
It's always these grown men.